Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt that low-level, nagging feeling of, this isn't quite right? You look around and you know there's a better path, a clearer way forward, a life you should be living. But you just can't seem to take that first step? You're stuck in a rut. And the worst part is, you know it's obviously more advantageous to move on, but something just holds you back. If that's been you, stuck in a job you hate, a relationship that's run its course, or just a daily routine that's lost its spark, you are absolutely not alone. We all face these pivotal moments. Today, we're diving deep into the powerful, often hidden psychological reasons why we cling to the familiar, even when it's clearly not serving us. But more importantly, we're going to arm you with practical, actionable strategies to finally lift that fog and break free. The invisible walls, why we get stuck. Let's start by uncovering the invisible walls that keep us prisoners in our own lives. These aren't physical barriers, but deeply ingrained psychological ones. The devil you know versus the angel you don't, fear of the unknown. Our brains are fundamentally wired for survival, and survival prioritizes certainty over potential gain. The current situation, even if it's deeply unsatisfying, is familiar. It's predictable. The alternative, no matter how shiny or promising, is unknown. And the unknown is scary. Our primal brain sees it as a potential threat. Think about it. Our ancestors thrived by avoiding unknown dangers. That ancient wiring still makes us instinctively prefer the known bad over the unknown good. Maybe you have a job you tolerate, but it's stable. The thought of quitting to pursue a passion project feels terrifying because you don't know if you'll make enough money, if clients will come, if you'll succeed. Your mind immediately starts catastrophizing. What if I fail? What if I end up broke? What if I look foolish? We inflate potential negative outcomes and completely overlook the exciting possibilities. The comfort zone trap. This isn't just about physical comfort, like your favorite worn-out couch. It's the psychological ease of routine and predictability. Within our comfort zones, we feel competent, in control, and experience low levels of anxiety. Stepping outside means exposing ourselves to discomfort, potential failure, and the need to adapt, to learn new skills, to navigate new social dynamics. Change inherently demands effort, and honestly, our brains are super efficient, often preferring the path of least resistance. Even if that resistance leads to stagnation, it's less immediate effort than a leap of faith. It's like a warm, cozy blanket that's also a little bit itchy and smells faintly of regret. You know you should throw it off and find a new one, but it's just so easy to stay snuggled. The mind games and emotional chains, cognitive biases and identity. Beyond the comfort zone, our own minds play powerful tricks on us. These are what psychologists call cognitive biases, systematic errors in thinking that affect the decisions and judgments we make. 1. Status quo bias. This is a strong, often irrational preference for things to remain the same. We tend to resist change simply because it's change, even if the new option is demonstrably better. The default option is perceived as safer, even when it's actively holding us back. It's the if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality, applied even when things are actually breaking, just slowly. 2. Loss aversion. This is a huge one. We feel the pain of a loss approximately twice as strongly as the pleasure of an equivalent gain. So, when considering a new path, our brains focus disproportionately on what we might lose, our current stability, familiar routines, existing relationships, rather than the potentially much larger gains waiting for us. The fear of losing what we have outweighs the excitement of what we could gain. For example, staying in a dead-end job because you'd lose your current health insurance, even if a new career could offer better benefits and fulfillment. The tangible loss is scarier than the intangible gain. 3. Sunk cost fallacy. This is the insidious trap where we continue to invest time, money, or effort into something because of past investments, even when it's clearly not working or serving us anymore. I've already spent 5 years in this degree. I can't switch now. Or I've invested so much in this relationship, even though it's toxic. I can't just walk away. We're chained to our past decisions rather than freeing ourselves for better future ones. And then there are the deep emotional chains that bind us. 4. Identity threat. Our current life course often becomes intricately intertwined with our very sense of self. For example, I'm a loyal employee. I'm a good spouse who endures. I'm a stable, predictable person. Changing paths might feel like losing a fundamental part of who we are or challenging our entire self-concept. The thought of reshaping our identity can be terrifying. 5. Fear of failure and regret. What if the new path doesn't work out? What if I try and fail? The dread of making the wrong decision and regretting it later can be utterly paralyzing. It often feels safer to do nothing at all than to risk the sting of failure. And paradoxically, this often leads to the biggest regret of all, the regret of inaction. 6. Lack of self-belief. Deep down, many of us doubt our own ability to successfully navigate the challenges of a new path or to cope with potential setbacks. Am I smart enough, talented enough, brave enough? These internal questions can keep us frozen. All right, so now that we understand why we get stuck, let's talk about how to lift this fog and finally take that step. This isn't about magic. It's about conscious effort and strategic action. 1. Reframe and reclaim your story. Focus on gains, not just avoidance. Instead of saying, I need to leave this bad job, reframe it as, I'm stepping into a career that aligns with my values, offers new challenges, and provides more fulfillment. Frame it as moving towards something better, not just away from something bad. Try this. What if it goes right? We're great at catastrophizing, so let's reverse it. Take time to actively visualize what success on the new path would look like. How would you feel? What would your daily life improve? Make it as vivid as possible. This creates a compelling vision that pulls you forward. Reflect on your past triumphs. Think back. When have you successfully navigated change before? Maybe you learned a new skill, moved to a new city, or adapted to a major life event. You have a history of overcoming new things. Remind yourself of your own resilience and adaptability. You've done hard things before. You can do them again. 2. Challenge your biases directly. Think about the cost of inaction. Don't just focus on the risks of changing. What is not changing costing you right now? Is it your happiness, your health, lost income, lost opportunities, your energy? Make a clear, honest list. Often the cost of staying stuck in a miserable situation far outweighs the risk of taking a leap. This can be a powerful motivator. Then, break down the sunk cost. Acknowledge past investments, but remember, those investments provided valuable lessons, not chains. Tell yourself, I've learned what I don't want. Use that knowledge to guide your future, not restrict it. 3. Small steps, big impact. Microsteps. This is perhaps the most powerful strategy. Don't try to leap across the entire chasm in one go. That's overwhelming. Instead, break your massive goal into tiny, almost ridiculously small, manageable actions. For example, instead of change careers, it's research one new industry for 15 minutes today, or update my resume with just one new skill. Instead of run a marathon, it's walk for 10 minutes. Why does this work? Success with tiny steps builds momentum and confidence. Each small win reinforces your belief in yourself and reduces the overwhelming feeling. It makes the impossible seem possible, one tiny step at a time. 4. Information gathering and low-stakes experiments. Talk to others. Find people who have successfully made the change you're considering. What were their challenges? How did they overcome them? Personal stories are incredibly powerful and demystifying. They normalize the process. Test drive it. Can you test drive the new path in a small, low-risk way? Take an online course, volunteer in a related field, freelance on the side, or join a club. This reduces the risk and gives you real-world experience without full commitment. 5. Build a strong support system. Share your thoughts and fears with supportive friends or family who will listen without judgment and offer encouragement. Consider a mentor or coach. Someone objective who can provide guidance, accountability, and a different perspective can be invaluable. They can help you see blind spots and challenge limiting beliefs. Manage your fear with contingency planning. For those worst-case scenarios you keep imagining, create a if X happens, then I will do Y plan. Having a backup reduces the perceived risk and gives you a sense of control. Remember, the biggest hurdle is rarely the challenge itself, but the decision to face it. It's about moving from understanding to action. Acknowledge fear. Don't be ruled by it. Fear is natural. Acknowledge it, but don't let it paralyze you. Ask yourself, is this fear a real warning or just discomfort from leaving my comfort zone? Embrace imperfection. Your new path won't be perfect. There will be bumps. That's okay. Learning to adapt and pivot is part of growth. Realize the power of just start. Don't wait for perfect clarity or perfect conditions. Take that tiny first step. The path often becomes clearer as you walk it. Momentum is a powerful force once you get it going. The journey out of the rut might feel daunting, but it genuinely starts with understanding these hidden barriers, and then with one small, courageous step. So, what's one tiny step you can take today to move closer to the life you truly desire? Let me know in the comments below, even just one word to describe your feeling or your next micro step. If this video resonated with you, give it a big thumbs up. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on unlocking your full potential. You absolutely have the power to create the life you truly want. Don't stay stuck. It's time to move. See you in the next video.